Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel where I come on here to share with you my passion for all things beauty. So today I'm going to be doing the 21 questions tag. I saw this over on Teresa is Dead's channel, and according to her video, this tag was actually started by Allie Glines. I will link both of their videos and channels in the description box below for you, so if you want to check them out, that's where you'll be able to find them. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. So I thought this would be a great way for you guys to get to know me better and get to know what my makeup collection is all about. So the first question is, what is the oldest makeup product you have in your collection? So I just did a major decluttering a few months ago, so I got rid of a lot of my old makeup. But I did find one gem that I've had actually for a couple years, and that is the Avon True Color Be Blushed Cheek Color in Golden Rose. I don't know why I haven't used this in a while actually, because I remember this used to be my ride or die blush for like my normal day-to-day makeup looks. It's buildable, so you can get like this beautiful flush color, which is usually how I wore it, or you could actually build it up to be a more pigmented blush. Now, another reason why I loved this was because that it could be used as a lip color as well. And with it being so compact, as you can see, it's a tiny little thing. You can just pop it right into your purse and just do your touch-ups throughout the day, and it's not going to take up much space. What is your most recent makeup purchase? Well, to be honest, I went to Ulta yesterday and I grabbed myself a whole bunch of new makeup. It's a little Valentine's Day gift to myself. A girl has to treat herself once in a while. For me, my treat is makeup. Now, if you want to see what I got, I did like a whole little Valentine's Day TikTok video, and I shared it over on my Instagram channel. I will say though, there is one of the products that I got that I am super excited for, and that is the Modern Renaissance palette. I remember this being such a huge phenomenon when it first came out, and at that time, you know, my ex and I, we just were living paycheck to paycheck, so I definitely would not have been able to afford this. So when I saw it yesterday at my local Ulta, I just immediately grabbed it and threw it in my cart because I was like, oh my god, I have to get this. To me, this means more than just another eyeshadow palette to add to my collection. Like, I'm just so excited. So the next question is, what is the first makeup product you ever used? For me, I'll have to say lipstick. Growing up, I was at my grandparents' house a lot, and my grandmother, or what we call her, my meme, always would put on lipstick. She would have like all the variety of shades of red in her makeup collection. And it's like pretty much like the main makeup product that she would wear. Like, she wouldn't leave the house without it on. So when I was a little girl, like probably a lot of little girls, I would go and try on her lipsticks in the mirror. That's also the place where I started my obsession with shoes. What is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? When I was in high school, the major trend that I would always wear is like the very thick black liner look that would be like all smudged out. You know, I looked like I kept my eye makeup on overnight and just woke up like this look. Now, don't get me wrong, I love to do a smudge eye look, but with my eye shape, that was a big no-no. It just would make me look so much older. Next is, what is a makeup trend that you used to hate but now you love? So to be honest, I'm gonna admit that I still have a love-hate relationship with this, and it's the wing eyeliner look. Now, the only reason why is because I could never do it the way like normal eye people can do it. No matter what I did, it just would not work. I got to a point that I just refused to even try because it was just so frustrating. my points would somehow end up down here, or they would somehow end up getting smudged up on my brow bone. It was just a mess. But then I came across Risa Does Makeup's channel, and she has a whole bunch of tutorials on how to do a wing eyeliner look for those of us who have hooded eyes like myself. And as soon as I did her tricks and I followed her tutorial, I was just amazed on that I was actually able to do it. I was just so happy. My eyes just looked super amazing, and I could see why people love doing this look. Now, if you want to check out Risa Does Makeup and all of her beauty tips and tutorials, and she does reviews as well, I will have her channel linked down in the description box below for you as well. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? Well, for me, I guess it depends. So on my normal day-to-day looks, I love my concealer. Like, I cannot go without concealer. I mean, it covers up any imperfections I may have. It helps brighten up my under eyes and my highlighted areas. I just cannot go without concealer. Now, when I'm doing a full face or like a full glam look, then I'm gonna have to say I love doing my eyes. I'm a creative person, and let's face it, eyes is where you can be very creative. What I love is that it can dramatically change the way your look is for that day. It can go from a natural day-to-day look to a sultry, all-out glam look, depending on what your eye look is. What is a makeup product that you can't live without? For me, it's mascara. I've said this before, and I will say this to the day I die. It will always be mascara. If I was on a desert island, mascara would be an item that I would want. See, for me, no matter what type of look I'm wearing that day, I will always have mascara on. Even on days when I don't have any makeup on, I will at least have mascara on. And being a single mom of 4 boys, I just love this trick. Especially in the mornings when I am trying to rush out the door to get them to school, I will just pop a couple coats of mascara and boop, I'm ready to go. What sparked your love for makeup? So for me, I was really the only girly girl in my family, and the women in my life weren't really big makeup wearers. They all had like a couple of products that they would wear on a regular basis, and that was just basically it. And eyeshadow was definitely not one of the products that they would wear. If they did wear eyeshadow, it would be like one shade across the lid. So most of my life, I really didn't know much about makeup, and I really didn't play with makeup. And then one year, I must have been maybe 21, 22, I finally let my curiosity get to me, and I went to my local Sephora, and they just did like a whole makeover on me. They went over on a natural type of makeup routine that I can do. And I don't know, when I saw myself that day, I just remember walking around feeling so confident and beautiful. And then that was it. From that day forward, I just loved wearing makeup. And I would do a full makeup routine, even if it was a natural looking makeup routine. I really didn't start exploring and expanding my knowledge more than that, like playing with color, until I started my Avon business in 2015. And the reason why I did this was because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about with my customers. I did a lot of research on what's trending and how to pick out the right makeup products, and watched all kinds of YouTube videos like religiously on how to do different looks. I started practicing on myself, and the more I started playing with it, the more I fell in love with it. What is the worst makeup look you've ever done? Okay, so I just literally went through all of my pictures, all of my social media pictures, all of my pictures I have on hand, and I couldn't find anything that were like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Now, I will say, as I just said, until the last few years, I really just kind of went with basic, natural type of makeup. Now, what is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? My favorite makeup look that I've done is this one right here, and the reason why was because of sentimental reasons. This picture was taken when I was just starting to not feel well and starting to feel sick a lot, and I remember I did my makeup that day to help boost my spirits, and it just came out beautifully. I was just like so amazed at how great it looked. I felt so beautiful and confident, and that was literally the last day that I could remember for a very long time that I felt like that. I will say though, all the struggles and tribulations I've gone through since that day and to where I am now, I would do it all over again in a heartbeat, because I'm just so happy with my life and who I have become as a result of everything I've been through. And that's what this picture means to me. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? Ooh, this is a tough one. I just have so many. But if I have to, I guess the one drugstore makeup product that I could not live without, it would probably have to be the e.l.f. Natural Finish Foundation. This is by far my favorite drugstore foundation that I have tried thus far. When I wear this, my skin just looks so amazing. I remember trying this for the first time on my full face of e.l.f. video, and I was just absolutely shocked. I kept looking at my skin in the mirror because I couldn't believe how smooth and flawless my skin looked. What is your favorite splurge makeup product? This one I will have to say is the Natasha Denona's Glam Palette. I got this a few months back, maybe like a month after it was launched, and I actually did a get ready with me with new makeup, and I just love this palette. I'm able to create everyday neutral looks to full out glam looks. I personally use this when I'm looking to do a more neutral look with more than just like the typical brown and tan shade neutral palettes that we typically see. So if you're looking for a palette that is going to give you options with your neutral looks, I highly recommend this palette. It's just so easy to work with, and the shadows are just so beautiful. I am just so happy I splurged on this. What is your most repurchased makeup product? For me, it's eyeliner. Across the board, eyeliner. And the reason why is because we're supposed to update our eye makeup every 3 months. And I really do try to adhere to that, especially with my liners that I use on a regular basis, like my brown and black liners. Because of this, that is one of the reasons why I tend to use drugstore liners, especially the ones that I use in my waterline. They're just so much more affordable to be able to replace on a regular basis. I mean, let's just face it, you can't really beat e.l.f.'s and Wet n Wild's $3-4 retractable liners. They are just as good as name brand, but I will admit, the Urban Decay 24/7 liners, they're getting to me, and they're making it a little hard to stick to my affordable liner rule, but I have set myself to a limit of one basic color with an Urban Decay. Just one basic color. Now, when it comes to liquid liners, my diehards are ColourPop's BFF liquid liners. They are just super pigmented, they last all day, and they don't budge. I recently discovered these back in my Catrice ColourPop Full Face, and ever since then, these are the only liquid liners I use. The tip makes it just super easy to apply, whether you want a thin line look or a thick liner look. And when I actually do attempt to do a wing liner, these are what I use. What I love is that I don't have to worry about them transferring or making a mess. They have just made it so much easier for me. What is your earliest makeup memory? Well, I will have to say my earliest makeup memory is watching my grandmother and my mom put on makeup. As I said earlier, the women in my family weren't big makeup wearers, but when they were getting ready to go out or when they were applying makeup, I would remember like sneaking around a corner and watching them put it on and just being like in awe and being like, oh, I can't wait. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Up until this past weekend, I would have said Sephora. But honestly, now that I went to the Enfield, Connecticut Ulta in my area, I'll have to say that it's that store. That specific Ulta. I mean, I've always loved that Ulta has like name brand and drugstore beauty products, but I had always preferred the Sephora rewards program, and the Sephora store in my area were just super nice and super helpful, and I just loved going there, always feeling welcomed, and it was great. Now near that Sephora there is an Ulta store as well, and the few times that I did go there I just received horrible service, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth with Ulta. So that's why I used to be Sephora. But as I said, now that I went to the Enfield, Connecticut one, I'm just like, yes, Ulta is my store. I just love it. And, you know, I may not get the rewards like Sephora, but I do get coupons and discounts, so it makes up for it. What is the most underrated makeup product you own? For me, it's the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is actually one of my favorite concealers overall. It provides amazing coverage. It doesn't settle into my fine lines and wrinkles. And it has like some type of stopper or something to make sure that you don't apply too much. I just love that. Now, I've only seen one other beauty influencer talk about this product, and she's over on TikTok. She's just absolutely talented and beautiful. Her name is Michaela. I will link her TikTok page down below for you, so if you want to check it out, I highly recommend going to check it out because she's pretty incredible. And she does mention this concealer all the time, but other than that, to be honest, I have not seen anywhere else talk about this concealer, and I think it's an amazing concealer. What is the most overrated makeup product you own? Now, please do not hate me for this, but I'm gonna have to say it is the Rare Beauty foundation. I mean, I love that it's lightweight and it gives you like that skin-like look. However, on my skin, I don't know, I just feel like it feels oily, and I hate that sensation. I don't like having oily type of feeling on my skin. I already deal with enough oil, having an oily T-zone and struggling with that half the year. So I try to stay away from products that give me that feeling, and that's what this does for me. And also, the coverage doesn't last. I actually did a full day wear test video, and you'll actually see what I'm talking about. What is a discontinued makeup product that you wish would come back? I'm gonna have to say it's Avon's Wide Awake Mascara. I was just so upset that they discontinued that. It was my go-to mascara that I would wear every day. It would give you that wide awake look, and it didn't smudge or flake. It was just an absolute amazing mascara, and it was just super affordable. Where did you go for makeup inspiration? I guess for me it depends. When I'm looking to create makeup looks or doing videos like this one, I obviously am inspired by other beauty gurus on YouTube, and I actually started following some over on TikTok as well. And then other times, like when it comes to talking about beauty tips and tutorials, I actually get inspired by my Avon customers. When they either ask me a question or they bring something to my attention, whatever it may be, I figure if they have a curiosity about it or a question about it, then I'm sure others do too. And that's what inspires me. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I don't know about you, but the non-stop launches of new collections, I just think it's ridiculous. And let's be honest, a lot of the times it's the same product over and over again, but with different packaging. I mean, really? Do we need to do this? And last but not least, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? You know, I really do look forward to the day when the beauty community is all about inclusivity across the board. I know we've come a long way in at least my 36 years of life, but to be honest, we could be a hell of a lot further than where we are now. I hate seeing people unable to purchase products because their shade range wasn't considered, or seeing people getting made fun of because they're not the beauty influencer norm. I mean, to me, I feel that anyone who loves makeup and loves beauty products should feel welcome in the beauty and makeup world. No matter their sex, race, size, socioeconomic status, everything. We are all uniquely beautiful. And honestly, I feel like our uniqueness should be celebrated, not categorized. Well, that is it. Those are my answers to the 21 questions tag. Now, it's your turn. I invite you to copy the questions below and answer them. You can do your own videos, share them on Instagram, or you could just simply answer them in the comments down below. While you're down there, I would greatly appreciate you hitting that like button if you learned something new about me or you enjoyed yourself. And as always, if you have not done so already, I welcome you to join me here on my channel by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, remember to be kind to yourself and to others. Bye.